New tonight at 6. 10 years ago, Grand Traverse County had one of the highest incidence rates for breast cancer compared to other Michigan counties. Today, the most recent available data shows it's no longer one of the highest, but there's still concern. Environmental factors could be impacting health. Our Allie Baxter looked into this and has more.
There was concern from folks at Munson and the Cancer Center that they were hearing from their patients concern around pesticides and agriculture being potentially a reason for that.
Dr. Kelly Hirko is a cancer epidemiologist, someone who looks for patterns and studies if those patterns point to the answer to people's why question.
Tried to get some grants funded to really be able to do a systematic research investigation into those high rates, and those grants were not funded.
Using existing data, 9 years ago, Dr. Hirko looked at the residential addresses of breast cancer cases at Munson Medical Center in a year, then overlaid those cases on a map that highlights agricultural zone land within Grand Traverse County.
We saw some overlap in terms of a higher burden in areas of Old Mission Peninsula where we have a lot of agriculturally zoned land, but we also have a higher some areas with higher breast cancer burden. But then we had areas in the southern part of the county that had higher agricultural use but not high breast cancer.
She says her takeaways from her crude analysis weren't strong, but it's hard to have any strong messages when her numbers were small.
Well, why would Grand Traverse County have a high incidence if it's related to pesticides as compared to Leelanau County, right? Why would it only be Grand Traverse County when we have farming and these cherry orchards and vineyards in both settings?
Taking a look at public data today, Grand Traverse County is now 37th for highest incidence rates for breast cancer. But it doesn't mean the concern isn't there.
And warranted concern about rising rates of early onset breast cancer or younger onset breast cancer, which is typically defined as breast cancer diagnosed before the age of 50. It used to be very uncommon, and now those rates are rising.
As Dr. Hirko explains, that's where investigation is needed into environmental factors, because a lot of known risk factors that influence breast cancer are specific to women who are postmenopausal.
A concern that I hear about in our community, that people are concerned about some of the potential environmental exposures.
As the concern is still there, Dr. Hirko says she's still researching, even though that research can be slow and expensive.
When I put in the first grant to look at pesticides, a single water sample to test a panel of, I think it was 1,000 pesticides we wanted to test, or 100 pesticides, was over $1,000.
Although the data gathered may give a correlation, but not an explanation, it's one step closer to understanding why some women are being diagnosed with breast cancer.
There's always multiple factors that are leading to a cancer diagnosis, and it's difficult to pinpoint one or two reasons. But I understand that desire to know, what caused this.
In Grand Traverse County, Allie Baxter, UpNorthLive News.
Now, tomorrow, Grand Traverse County Commissioners will potentially approve a resolution that would honor the second Saturday in October as Check Your Cherries Day. Also tomorrow, you're going to hear from the women who got together to make this happen and their push for more research into breast cancer.